Welcome to Willemstad, Curaçao for tonight's Concacaf Nations League match between Curaçao and St. Lucia. The winner of this game moves on to to League A in the next cycle of the Concacaf Nations League tournament and also secures a berth in the Gold Cup. Now, St. Lucia needs to win this game. Curaçao can move forward with just a draw, but obviously they would like to finish with 3 points here at home. As you take a look at this beautiful venue, 84 degrees, no chance of rain, slight winds. It should be a perfect night to watch some football. We saw this group conclude earlier in the day at this same venue as St. Martin with a kind of surprising victory over Grenada. 3-0 was the final in that game. So this is Group B in League B. And these are the standings for you. So essentially, Curaçao has 10 points thanks to a very dominant victory 5-0 against St. Martin in the last game. So all they need is a point to, again, move up to League A in the next Concacaf Nations League cycle. St. Lucia still has a chance. They have to win this game, though. A draw will not cut it. So it does mean this is a very high stakes match between these two countries. They've already played because this is a final game of the tournament. They've already played. They played on September 6th, which was the first game in the group stage in Concacaf Nations League, and it was a St. Lucia victory 2-1. Now a lot has changed since then. St. Lucia is on a 2-game slide. They've lost 2 matches in a row to the bottom teams in the rankings here are St. Martin, and then just recently lost 4-0 to Grenada. And meanwhile, this Curaçao team, since that loss, they've completely turned things around. Curaçao is on an unbeaten streak of 4 matches after that opening loss to St. Lucia. And just looking to conclude it here tonight, just so happens to work out that these are the top 2 teams within the group, and they have a chance to move on to the next, a chance to get promoted to League A after this game. Had a really good crowd in the last Curaçao match, and it certainly helped in the victory. So did 4 goals from Margarita. Unbelievable performance from Joel Margarita in that game. Originally from the Netherlands, he is now on this Curaçao national team. And Bakuna was the other goal scorer in that match. Just hit one from the spot. And ultimately, it's now been 3 straight shutouts, too, for Curaçao defensively. So, in general, this team has come together since that opening loss to St. Lucia, and they're trending in the right direction, but it all comes down to this match. We'll wait for both St. Lucia and Curaçao to walk onto the pitch so we can hear the national anthems from both countries. Then we'll get you introduced to the starting 11s for both teams, our referees, our captains, and then we'll kick off. This is the end of the group stage for both St. Lucia and Curaçao. And both have a chance to win this group. All right, we'll take a pause for the national anthems.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's rise for the national anthem of St. Lucia. of Curaçao. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for tonight for the team of
Just about ready to go. St. Lucia and Curaçao.
goalkeeper and captain.
This will decide the group. So an all-important game for both of these countries as we get ready to kick off. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for both of these countries.
The starting lineup for St. Lucia.
St. Lucia desperately needs a win today. That's their only option to win this group. But first for Curaçao, a team that, led by Room, has 3 straight shutouts. They have a plethora of different goal scorers, but of course Margarita will be the player to watch out for. I'm sure that St. Lucia has watched the film on that game and is very prepared on how to handle Margarita. But with his speed, it might not matter. He scored 4 goals in 4 different ways, but he was able to breeze past defenders with his long strides. These are our officials tonight. Fernando Hernandez out of Mexico is our center referee as the 2 captains meet in the middle. Trell Thomas for St. Lucia and Eloy Room, the goalkeeper for Curaçao. St. Lucia's definitely mixed up this starting 11 since that last game, understandably so. It wasn't a bad match for St. Lucia until the second half, and then things just start to explode for Grenada. Giving up 4 goals in 45 minutes is not something I'm sure that Stern John, head coach for St. Lucia, was very pleased about. So Thomas wearing the captain's armband today. They've started a lot of players that came in off the bench, like Baptiste and Elva. Those are 2 proven goal scorers in this tournament. And I think it makes sense to just add them so they can try to take a lead early. That will be crucial these first 15 minutes for St. Lucia. Of course, the crowd's going to be against them and take momentum against them as well. So it's important to set the tone.
The referee for tonight will be Fernando Hernandez from Mexico.
St. Lucia
The first assistant
in their gold kits with blue trim.
Ergilio from Guyana.
Curaçao in blue home kits.
Jonathan Gomez from Mexico, and the 4th official, Chavin Green.
We're here in Willemstad, Curaçao.
Now the match between
Centralized locations
Curaçao.
in League B. Well, that's why Curaçao has had the opportunity to host these last 2 games. And Hernandez is ready, so are the 2 teams. There's the whistle, we're underway. St. Lucia and Curaçao, Concacaf Nations League, to decide the group. St. Lucia needs to win. Curaçao needs a win or a draw. Giron already on the move, but it's settled in the midfield here for St. Lucia. Played over the top, don't have numbers. Takes a bounce. Burnett actually scored the last time these 2 teams played. Burnett was the only scorer for Curaçao in that 1-goal loss. Arkel Jude Boyd scored for St. Lucia, and so did Elva, who again we're seeing start today. Out of reach on that one, Donovan Baptiste. Burnett. Heavy there and is able to muscle it back. Curaçao looking to switch the point of attack. Florinis up the flank. Well, it's been 3 wins and a draw for Curaçao. The lone draw against Grenada since losing that first game to St. Lucia. As early, we have a player down for Curaçao. It's Bakuna, and that's the last person you want to see down. Training staff is coming out to look at him. Opening minutes of this match. Looks like they're working on his ankle. His penalty for Curaçao came at an interesting time because, look, they already were in control of that game. It was pretty clear that Curaçao was going to win against St. Martin, but St. Martin had just earned a penalty of their own, and it was Raga for St. Martin that hit it off the post. Then moments later, Curaçao earns a penalty, and Bakuna buries it. So that just kind of explains that game in a nutshell for both of those teams. Barclay sails it up for St. Lucia. 4 saves for Barclay in the last match against Grenada. And he's made 61 all-time in Concacaf Nations League. Gari, starting center back here for Curaçao. Trying to slice through. St. Lucia nearly pounces on it. It's Henville. Attempting the takeaway now, Gari. Burnett gives it away in the midfield. Alexander. Headed down by Curaçao. Momentum forward. Picking up speed up the flank. And it's just a goal kick. Couldn't totally control that transition opportunity. Florinis making a run. Barclay. Headed down. Looking for Elva. Myers. And Burnett for Curaçao. This has been a fun group because nobody's been completely dominant, although Curaçao's looked dominant as of late. But then you think about even the earlier game today, it seemed like after Grenada beat St. Lucia by the score that they did, they would be able to handle St. Martin. Not the case at all. Ended up losing that game 3-0. But we do know this, that St. Martin is the team from this group that is relegated to League C next year. Concacaf Nations League, or the next cycle, I should say. Because in League C, teams have an opportunity to move up to League B. And in League A, you can move down. Just gives everybody a lot to play for. League C, you have to win the group, or it's the best second place team out of all of the groups. Here in League B, where Curaçao and St. Lucia compete. 16 teams, 4 groups of 4. Neither of these teams are moving down. They could be moving up to League A. They could be headed to the Gold Cup. We'll know after tonight. Here comes Curaçao on the wing, into the box, shot put on, and it's right to the keeper, Barclay. Bakuna was swerving through. And St. Lucia looking to work quickly. Augustin up ahead. And a throw for St. Lucia. This is the third meeting all time between these two countries. And St. Lucia's won the 2 previous meetings and outscored Curaçao 9-4. Room. Kept in, and pouncing on it is Frederick for St. Lucia. Plays it long, but it's out of play now. Here comes Curaçao again. Slowing the pace. It's Gore. Gore's assist on the second goal for Margarita was a thing of beauty. That, of course, in the last game. Haven't called Margarita's name yet. Opening 10-ish minutes. Hasn't been on the ball much. Right on cue. Here comes Margarita. 1v1. Shifty as always. Whips it across and it's headed away. Bakuna settles. Thought about a shot. Instead he'll control. Quick passes around for Curaçao. And it hits the post. What a good opportunity on that cross. Sliding in. It looked like it was going to be a finish. And this is Gore again. He just gets in the right position. Actually, it looks like Barclay, the keeper, was able to block that one with his feet. Had some help from the defense, too. I believe there's a player that's still down for St. Lucia. And that player hit the post. So the training staff rushes out. It's Frederick. Just helped up and walks off. The way he's moving, I'm not sure if he'll be able to continue. It is a corner kick for Curaçao, and it means St. Lucia is without a defender in this moment as well. Short option, Bakuna. Looking for a cross and stretching for it, the defense. So not a well-executed set piece for Curaçao. Looks like Frederick able to come back on, which is good news for St. Lucia. Barclay. Margarita on the ball now. Curaçao. To the left side and Gore. Whips it across. Burnett. Top of the box, left-footed shot, right to the keeper. Barclay didn't have to move. Gary, Room, who's made 18 saves in the last 3 games for Curaçao. It's led to the 3 shutouts. Frederick shuffles back, heads it forward. Margarita weaving through. Dishes wide. Chiron cuts it back. Bakuna has some time. Margarita. Almost too many passes there for Curaçao. Well, after Curaçao scored every goal against St. Martin, they were dancing, and it was fun to see Margarita and his celebrations, because he had 4 chances to celebrate. Plays for Phoenix Rising in the USL Championship. A team that is not still competing in USL, as they're in the midst of the postseason. And Phoenix Rising made it to the USL Championship game in 2023. That's the 2nd tier in the United States USL. Bit of a pileup, but play on. Just bouncing off defenders, wide with it for St. Lucia. Alexander on a throw. Frederick trying to get some power on this, into the box. Defense is there, kept in. Light shots, ricochet around. Thomas skies that one. Well, I haven't mentioned Elva much in this game. He scored 3 goals in 5 matches this year in Concacaf Nations League, and yet they haven't found him at all, really, St. Lucia. As we're over 15 minutes in, no score between St. Lucia and Curaçao. Turns out to be a pass off the defense for Burnett. Margaritha. Frederick boxes him out, does well there. Chiron. Curaçao trying to make something happen in the final third. That's wayward. It's a bit of a scross there, a shot and a cross. Not totally sure what the intention was. Gore. Bit of a grimace after that. There's some hesitation as Myers has to step back, and instead it's Frederick on the throw now for St. Lucia. Frederick. Offside. And Baptiste came in off the bench in the last game. Room. Ooh, if that had connected, it was a decent header from Castaneer. Essentially keeper to keeper here with Barclay. Drops in the circle. Charon, Bakuna. Gari taking his time. Room. Frederick heads it down. Margaritha squares now, drives forward, shifts to his right, puts in a cross, and it's cut off by Barclay. Necessary because Castaneer was in a good spot, making a run. Margaritha with that cross. Muscled away, Castaneer shoots, and he's high. Lucky there for St. Lucia. Barclay in a dicey moment. And that time Barclay just gives it to Frederick as Castanero is very strong. Essentially stiff arms the goalkeeper and almost scores. Margarita, Castanero, Bacuna. Weak side ball to the left now. Sharon makes a run into the 18. Sends it back out wide. Burnett was calling for it at the top of the 18. Now we'll get it. But he's bumped off it by the defense. St. Lucia, can they counter? And denied on that opportunity. We'll see this again. Castanero. Physical there with Bartlett, the keeper, as he came out. Now it looks like Thomas, the captain, is down for St. Lucia. Now Thomas getting looked at by the training staff, stands up, walking off under his own power. It does not look comfortable walking though, so I just wonder if he can continue. Drop to Gari for Curaçao. Burnett. Margarita. Centers. Couple of cuts. Unbelievable on the ball. Burnett, cross. Defense is there. Hangs up. Rising for a header is Chiron. Still fighting for it, Bacuna. Keeps it in the final third. Burnett, Bacuna, again taps it. And a foul called against Burnett as he slams into defender for St. Lucia. So we're gonna have to see a change. Thomas can't continue. You could kind of tell by the body language he wasn't gonna be able to fight through that injury. So Ryan Charles is the change, and already St. Lucia without their captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please for a substitution on the side of St. Lucia. In the 23rd minute, number 3, Carol Thomas, the captain, out. And number 22, Ryan Charles, in.
Well, we're 25 minutes in, no score between St. Lucia and Curaçao. If it was to stay 0-0, that would mean Curaçao wins this group. Curaçao secures a berth in the Gold Cup, which means St. Lucia's a little bit more desperate in this game because they have to win. Missed by Alexander. Margarita turns on the Jets. Another cross, breaks through, it's a goal! Castanier finishes. Curaçao leads. Oh, Margarita creating yet again. Castanier just sneaks in behind. 3 passes to go half the length of the pitch here for Curaçao. And that just takes the perfect bounce because it just bounces past the defender stretching out, and Castanier, the nice little side shot. And he had come close to scoring when he nearly swiped it from Barclay. And this time, he does actually tally. And Curaçao gotta be feeling good. The first to strike at home. And now they can just really focus on protecting this lead, because it does mean for St. Lucia, they would have to score 2 unanswered. So they have to win. There's plenty of time for St. Lucia to do that. And they've scored 2 goals already in Concacaf Nations League in 2024 against Curaçao. But now playing from behind. Bobbled through, gets around St. Lucia, tallies! Ryan Charles came in as a sub, and he scores. We're level. Well, that's how you make an imprint on a game. Took out the captain, Thomas, and this time, Burnett tries to dribble it around the speedy Charles, who denies that, just follows through on a shot, and it's 1-1. Well, if you're a coach, that's all you can ask for. A super quick response goal. We have ourselves a game yet again. Charles leaps for it. Chiron. You wonder if things are about to start opening up in this game, if they already haven't. Castanier! Another one! Curaçao leads again. A brace for Castanier. Well, this time, like I said, I mean, you could see this was about to be a good sequence for Curaçao. It's Goru fights through and he crosses, and again, Castanier just sticks a leg out. Slides it home, and we've had 3 goals in just a couple of minutes between these 2 teams combined. All right, so again, St. Lucia, they would need to score 2 goals in order, with this scoreline, in order to win this group. But given how things have just played out, who's to say that doesn't happen? Looking for another quick response goal, needs to level the score for the halftime break, which we still have 15 minutes until we are at. Chiron. Stonewalled. Driving wide. It's a corner kick for St. Lucia. Frederick on the corner. On the short option. Outswinger. Header. Way wide. Castanier. Burnett. Vacuna. Charon. Vacuna. Trying to juke out the defense now, Burnett. Vacuna. Castanier holds it up in the middle. Finds Charon. Seeking in behind. Burnett. Trying to slice through. And then Charles is there to disrupt just enough. Ends up in a corner for Curaçao. Vacuna. Blocked by the defense. Vacuna with his left foot. Off the post. Second chance in. But it's waved off. Barclat's just going to push Castanier off the ball. Offside was the call on the second chance, but it looked like it was going to bend home for Vacuna and be goal number 3 for Curaçao in this first half. Let's see this again. Vacuna off his left foot. Lots of texture to that, and it's upper 92. It's not just off the post. It would have been a gorgeous goal if it was in. Margarita was offside on the follow through, hence why it didn't count. Up ahead for Margarita. And he's speedy, but couldn't quite get there. Would have been a big ask. Bianajma. Ten minutes to go in the first half. 2-1, Curaçao up on St. Lucia. Nicely placed ball to Margarita. It's a little behind Burnett. Charon's there. Really engineers this midfield for Curaçao. Vacuna. Looking for the other Vacuna. Just out of reach. Chip to Charles. Out of play. Charon. Castanier fighting for it. A whole swarm of defenders around Burnett. Margaretha hesitates. And Charles does well defensively. Margaretha fouls. It's been hard for most defenders when Margaretha decides to go. He likes to isolate 1v1. Nudged away. Floating is Gore. Barrels through 2 defenders. And he's whistled for a foul there. See this? Well, he sort of tripped over Myers. Then he takes out Arkel Jude Boyd. Barclay. Frederick. Burnett. Margaretha. Bacuna. Dispossessed nearly. Bacuna still has it. Now he can reset. Jaron. Start, stops, blows by the defense, Jaron. Lifted back post. And it was tough for Gore, but there's a shot blocked. Jaron blocked again. That one off of Frederick for St. Lucia. Sustained pressure. Curaçao at home. Looking to add some cushion before the break. Chiron wide. Gotta be cautious. Waiting to pounce Bacuna. Room comes way out. Into the box. Charles already has a goal. Not even a corner. Burnett does well. Stays with him. Margaretha. Jaron. Blocked by Elva. Castanier did not mean to do that, but he ended up just undercutting through the air. Frederick, who's already had to step off the pitch with a separate injury, landed on his back in a very uncomfortable looking way. We'll see, Lucia had to make an injury sub in the first half. Thomas ended up leaving the game. Charles came in, and Charles scored. That was another defender, and Frederick still holding his back. And Frederick able to stand, but he sort of hobbles off, still holding that back. It was a very hard landing. It's a free kick for Margarita. Well, Frederick's definitely coming back because he's going to throw it in. Burnett. Gari. Gari with Elva in front of him. A little bit of pressure from St. Lucia. Margarita leaping for it. Well, we had an unbelievable stretch in this first half where we saw Castanier score for Curaçao. Moments later, St. Lucia scored thanks to Ryan Charles. And then moments after that, Castanier scored his second goal to make it still a one-goal game. Curaçao, right now, if this game was to end now, would win this group. Margarita taking on two defenders. Trying to get around both. Frederick and pestered by Margarita. Sharon. Gore on the far side. Bakuna looking to one-time that into Castanier. 3 minutes of stoppage time in this first half between Curaçao and St. Lucia. Margarita moves centrally. Bit of a heavy touch, but there's a shot, and it's off the mark. The top two teams in Group B in League B compete to win this group and clinch a spot in the Gold Cup, Concacaf Nations League. Castanier showing off his speed, whips it across, and it curls around Margarita. Burnett. Margarita. Burnett through Bacuna. Sharon thought about it, takes a right-footed shot, and it's denied. About a minute and a half to go in this first half. Tackled away by Charles. And Burnett fouls. And Burnett didn't move back enough. Frederick. Time for one final push for St. Lucia into the box, and it bounces to room. Oh, Charles trying to get in behind. There's the whistle to end the first half. Exciting and entertaining first half. 2-1 the score. After 45 minutes of play, Curaçao up on St. Lucia. Curaçao just needs a win or a draw to clinch a berth in the Gold Cup and to win this group. Meanwhile, St. Lucia needs to win this game, so that sets up a very interesting second half with St. Lucia down a goal. We'll take a break. We'll come back with highlights from this back and forth game so far. Stick with us. Welcome back to Willemstad, Curaçao. We played one half. It's 2-1. Curaçao up on St. Lucia. In League B, Group B, this is the final game for all 4 teams. And this decides the group, St. Lucia and Curaçao. Do have some subs that have come in for St. Lucia. Imani Butcher, you just saw him, takes out Augustin. Then also saw Dominic Alfred Polion, who started the last game, come in, and he takes out, Donovan Baptiste. So those are the 2 changes for St. Lucia, who has made now 3 subs because Ryan Charles had to come in for Terrell Thomas due to an injury in the first half. Well, St. Lucia obviously looking for some fresh legs, for some different looks to see if they can get something going in this second half. They need to score 2 goals and they need to win this game. Cannot draw. Obviously cannot lose, or they do not win the group. I think St. Lucia just got out to such a hot start in this tournament, and then things have kind of swung in the other direction. So if they were to lose this game, it would be 3 straight losses. Henville. Arkel Jude Boyd. Did he get fouled? Yes. Arkel Jude Boyd does have a goal in Concacaf Nations League play. And it's a good start for St. Lucia. We'll set up a free kick from close range. Myers stands over the ball. Looks like he'll be the one to take this. Equalizing early would be very important. Yeah, there's Arkel Jude Boyd. I mean, he just takes a knock in the back from Bakuna. So it's Frederick, the defender, who stands over now for St. Lucia. Room gets ready in net. Frederick off his left foot right into that wall. Serves its purpose for Curaçao.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of the second half, we have substitution for St. Lucia. Number 9,
Margarita.
Augustin left the pitch. And in came number 11, Imani Butcher.
Waiting for a teammate to throw it in.
20, Donovan Jean-Baptiste also left. And for number 20 came in number 14, Dominic Alfred Polion.
Flornus surges up the pitch. Gore. Centers, now wide on the far side for Curaçao. Lifted in the box. And Castanier, who has 2 goals, can't get there. But it bounces off a defender and is a corner kick. Burnett off his left foot. Kind of halfway between Gore and Castanier anyway, but it's a set piece opportunity. Kenji Gore. Ready for this corner. Curaçao looking to add to a lead. Towards the near post and didn't get any error whatsoever. I'm not sure that was the purpose for Gore. played up for Burnett. Off his body and a goal kick. St. Lucia. St. Lucia had just one shot on target in the first half. That's not going to be enough to win this game. And again, St. Lucia in 2 meetings has won both of them against Curaçao. This would be the first loss. Probably the most important game these two teams have played against each other. Castanier. Well, he's been so dangerous that he got fouled by Doxili. I think was scared he was going to turn and go. A free kick on the way for Bakuna and Curaçao. Pretty obvious on that one. Doxili was the captain in the last game. Was Thomas to start this match? Juninho, Bakuna. It looks like Doxili actually got a yellow card as well in the process of that foul. Some pushing and shoving going on. Both of these teams understand the importance of this match. I imagine intensity is going to continue as we go deeper into this game, especially if it remains tight. Bakuna squaring it up is Barclay, and he's able to snag. All the way the other end, looking for Alfred Polion. Arkel Jude Boyd. Gives it away. Bakuna. Flornes. Gore swatting at it. He runs into the defender in Myers. Looks like his ankle got clipped in the process. Flornes. Gore. Myers sends it in the crowd. Flornes on the wing. Grabbed out of the air. Barclay. And he regroups, is slowed a little bit, wanted to roll it fast. Up the flank. Alfred Polion stumbles. Has it taken away. And played out from the back for Curaçao. Bakuna. A frustration foul, I think, from Alfred Polion. So he had just lost possession, and now he's going for it, seeing if he could cleanly knock that away. Gore stands up after that hit from Myers. For Curaçao, they're not in a rush. They don't even need another goal. Not that they want to do this, but they could afford to give a goal up as well. So I think they're in full protection mode. They'll take opportunities in the final third, but they're not going to be risky at all. Played long, cleared out. Gore. Arkel Jude Boyd, pressure in front of room. I think St. Lucia's gonna have to get into the opposite point that I just made about Curaçao. They're gonna have to start taking chances. Gore, lovely ball ahead from Bacuna. Gore cuts it back, Castaniers high. Oh man, that would have been a hat trick for Castanier. That would have been pretty insane following Margarita's 4-goal performance to see somebody get a hat trick for Curaçao. Such a great little sequence there for Curaçao. Almost results in another goal, but it's Gore Bacuna with that through ball. Great pass, and then this one, some texture and maybe just a little off with that. But a defender on Castanier too, so he was a little off balance when he took the shot, falling to the ground, which resulted in it over the crossbar. But Bacuna's at it again. Here's another ball up ahead. Castanier, was he onside? No. Castanier is going to get a warning, maybe even a yellow card for time wasting. Charles lofts it up. Couple players going for it. Looking for another service in. St. Lucia and Alexander switching the point of attack. And it's out of play. Gore. Nifty footwork. Castanier ahead to Gore. Into the box, it's tackled away. Frederick is down again. He has been getting knocked around in this game. Landed hard on his back. Did Frederick. Also, Ball just sliding to keep a ball out of the back of the net. He hit the post. The training staff has had to come out multiple times. Now he's the last line against Gore, and it's a well-timed tackle. Well, we can hear the coaching staff yelling for St. Lucia, trying to will this team to be aggressive, gain possession back. Thornes, underlapping run for Bacuna. Back to Bacuna. Half an hour to go. This is the score at halftime, 2-1. Curaçao leads. Concacaf Nations League, the final game for both of these teams as Bacuna gets hit. And it's back with St. Lucia. Jerome. Burnett. 1v1. Very close, but misses there for Margarita. Gary. Margarita. Frederick says no. Big collision. And no transition chance there for St. Lucia. Thornes on the throw. Credit to this Curaçao team. They've defended well, and really their defense here in the second half has been that they have not allowed St. Lucia to possess, and any sort of transition chance they've stifled. The midfield's been doing well. Up ahead, Alfred Polion. St. Lucia looking to throw it in quick. Markel Jude Boyd called off, and will be Frederick. Frederick right into the box, almost across there, and that one just mishit the top of the 18. Gore, keeper's out in Barclay. And it's off of Gore, a throw-in. Way off his line was Barclay. Room. Saw his 3 straight shutout streak come to an end, but I don't think he'll mind too much if this results in a victory for Curaçao. Arkel Jude Boyd plays out high with his left foot. Charles and Burnett head-to-head. Charles keeps on fighting, and he hits the side of the netting. Didn't have a great angle. Would have been tough to get that one through. Jaron in the midfield. Kind of looked like he got tripped, but play on. Into the 18. There's a shot, and it's light. No problem for Room. But St. Lucia's going to have to continue to be aggressive. Could leave them susceptible to allowing another goal, but they don't have a choice. Needing 2 goals in order to move on to the Gold Cup and to League A. Arkel Jude Boy cut off by Room. Option streaky on the back post. And Alfred Polion, but Room does well. Just snags that before Alfred Polion has an opportunity. Bakuna. Thornis on the combination. Plenty of space for Flornis. Gives that right to the defense though. I was looking for Castanier. Castanier nearly has 3 goals in this game. He saw an opportunity in the second half. It just went a little bit high. I think another goal for Curaçao would end any comeback opportunities or thoughts for St. Lucia. Alexander. Arkel Jude Boyd. Still with possession for St. Lucia. This is much better. Right as I say that, the shot is way over the crossbar. Butcher, who is a second half sub for St. Lucia, not on frame.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for St. Lucia. the 69th minute. Number 21, Hato with the pitch.
St. Lucia makes a sub. Shiloh Remy comes in.
Shiloh Remy.
Arkel Jude Boyd's day is done. "20 minutes to go. Curaçao and St. Lucia, Concacaf Nations League. The final game for both of these teams in 2024. This tournament, it's been 3 windows, September, October, November. It concludes after tonight. Frederick. Castanier got tangled up. Alexander. Remy. Remy on the cross, a little high. Charles. Butcher. Bounces for Gore. Didn't have numbers. Bakuna, top of the box. And he skips that to the keeper. Seems like Gore and Bakuna were on the same page, how they wanted to execute that play. Here's Bakuna, all alone. Bakuna shoots and scores! Curaçao over St. Lucia. And it seems like that could seal the deal for Curaçao to win this group. Well, it's a good pass, and it's timed perfectly by Bakuna. For a second, it looked like he was offside, but no, he wasn't. And now it seems pretty much out of the realm of possibility for St. Lucia to win the group. Would have to score 3 goals to win this game. Bunch of subs coming in for Curaçao. Burnett, Gore comes out. Carolina comes in. Romarato comes in. Castanier's out. And Antonis is the other sub that enters. Castanier finishes the day with 2 goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention for 2 substitutions for Curaçao. Leading the match, number 20, Joshua Burnett. And entering the match, number 2, Juliet Carolina. Also leading the match, number 40, Kenji Gorey. And entering number 9, Jeremy Antonessa.
Player down for St. Lucia, getting looked at by the training staff.
And entering the match, number 6, Gottfried Rumaraku.
Once again, it's Frederick. And it looks like he's holding his back again, where he landed hard in the first half. 15 minutes ago in this one, St. Lucia and Curaçao. Bakuna just tallied for Curaçao, likely putting this game away for the home side. And it looks like St. Lucia is going to make a change. So Frederick is out. Peter Pearson comes in.
Ladies and gentlemen, our bench for a substitution for St. Lucia in the 76th minute. Number 2, Kurt Frederick, leaving the match. And entering number 4, Peter Pearson.
Antonis fouled by Myers. Antonis just came in the game, or was subbed on, I should say. Here he is. This is very late for Myers. Didn't really get the ball either. Antonis, Bakuna, he wants another one. Shoots, and it's blocked by Barclay. The keeper for St. Lucia. Well, Bakuna with a good shot. It had some power and pace to it, but Barclay, he's just seen enough today. Denies that opportunity. But it was St. Lucia that needed to be on the front foot. It was St. Lucia that needed to be aggressive in the second half because they were down a goal, and that has just not been the case. Curaçao has really not wavered in this game. Besides the one response goal that they gave up, but they haven't trailed. Cleared out for Curaçao. Myers. Here comes Curaçao again. Long strides for Marguerite. The cross, Bakuna again. 4 goals for Curaçao. Bakuna has a brace. And a celebration ensues. Just smart passes, and Margarita, you don't want to allow him to have this much green, and you don't want to find yourself in a foot race with him either. Smart player too, nice cross. Bakuna just has to tap it home. Credit to Curaçao, they entered this game, they had a job to do. Needed a win or a draw. They're not just gonna get a win, they're gonna get a big win over St. Lucia. Ten minutes to go. Up the flank for St. Lucia. But stepped out. Van Eijma. Bakuna. Regroups through the middle. Romerato. Gyron. Caught through the middle. Anthony's. Trends into the 18. Moves to his right. Shoots. Denied. Defense gets a deflection there. But again, more pressure for Curaçao, who does not need another goal. Matisse, well-timed tackle. Joshua Zimmerman and Brandley Kawas are looking to come in for Curaçao. And Denise. Van Eijma. Morato. That's paying keep away. St. Lucia, I think, 2 Bakuna goals. Now they're just sitting back, understanding what's about to happen. Haven't had much St. Lucia in the second half. Not many opportunities to even equalize when that was a possibility. Anthony's. Bakuna. Chiron. Bakuna. Chiron again, still in the end of St. Lucia. Nice cut by Hato. Blazing forward in the box. Keeps it for Bakuna. Leandro Bakuna. Took too much time on that one. Chiron. Still with Curaçao. Anthony's. Bakuna squares. Just having fun now, Curaçao. 5 minutes to go. A 3-goal lead for Curaçao. Frederick. Augustin breaks free. Or excuse me, Anthony's breaks free. He's cutting all around, shoots, and he misses. Here come those Curaçao final changes. Margaritha's gonna come off. Kulas in, and Bakuna as well. Zimmerman in. Earns the 2 applause. Carolina, room. Just a couple minutes to go for Curaçao. Anthony's been really good since he's come on. from Hato. Anthony's keeps it in. Fancy. Balled around. Hato. Just gonna hold. Into the box again. Curaçao somehow not done. They want a 5th goal. That's it. A 4-1 victory for Curaçao over St. Lucia. And Curaçao on home soil wins the group, wins a promotion, and a spot in the Gold Cup. Feels like there was never really a doubt in this game. Curaçao came to play. And they get revenge over St. Lucia, who won the first meeting in Concacaf Nations League in this group stage. And Curaçao turned the corner after that game, unbeaten now through 5 matches. And it's gonna push them into League A in the next Concacaf Nations League tournament. Celebrations here in Curaçao. Very important to do this, I think, in front of the crowd. They've been getting good crowds in this November window. What a team effort. Second half was so dominant from Curaçao. Absolutely needed to come out and close the lid on this game, and they did that. Bacuna with a brace, Castaneer with a brace. It's a 3-goal win for Curaçao over St. Lucia. We'll take a break. We'll have highlights from this one. A high-scoring affair between St. Lucia and Curaçao. The home team wins out in the final group stage game, Concacaf Nations League, here in Group B. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one. Curaçao and St. Lucia. If St. Lucia won this game, they would win the group and earn a promotion and a trip to the Gold Cup. But Curaçao just would not allow that to happen, especially on home soil. Castaneer, this is an early peek at just how strong he was in this game. And then Margarita, he's wide, whips it across, gets a good bounce, and Castaneer finishes. That would make it 1-0. And Curaçao celebrates, but they couldn't celebrate for long. They needed a draw or a win to move on to League A and the Gold Cup. And immediately after that Castanier goal, Charles gets around the defense in Burnett, and he scores for St. Lucia, and you feel like, okay, well, now they really have a chance. And this is a couple minutes later. From the other side this time, it's Gore, but it's the same player who benefits. It's Castanier on a lovely little cross from Gore. Right pocket of space. It's 2-1 again. And he wondered if it would just continue to be back and forth. But after that goal, Bacuna and Margarita and the rest of this group just kept on powering through. That goal you just saw, it didn't count. Margarita was offside, but boy, that was a good look for Bacuna. Slams it off the upper 90. That would take us to the end of the half, 2-1 at the half. So just a slight one-goal lead, not out of the realm of possibility that St. Lucia would come out swinging and win this game. But that would ultimately not be the case just because of Curaçao and how dominant they were. Look at this opportunity for Gore. Lovely ball across, and Castanier, he's so close to a hat trick on that one. St. Lucia had limited opportunities in the second half. There's one that hits the side of the netting, chipped across, and Room cuts it off. Intended for Alfred Polion, and then Bacuna slips in behind. Keeper falls in Barclay and jukes him out. And left-footed was tap home for Bacuna. That would make it 3-1. And even at that point, I was pretty sure with the way Curaçao was playing in the second half that St. Lucia could not climb back into this game. And that truly became the case on this from Bacuna. Blocked. Margarita wants a chance. And then this played long up for Bacuna. I think everybody thought he was offside on this St. Lucia team. You can see everyone stick their hands out, but he's not. And it's a great cross to Bacuna. He finishes with a brace. And that would make it 4-1. Deserves to sit after that performance. A really fun game, but ultimately it's Curaçao who wins 4-1. And Curaçao, again, wins a promotion and a spot in the Gold Cup. A special day here in Willemstad, Curaçao, as they get to watch their team win a big game over St. Lucia. Well, that's going to do it from us here in Curaçao. I'm Maura Sheridan saying so long. Once again, a 3-goal victory for Curaçao over St. Lucia to close out the group stage in Concacaf Nations League in Group B. Have a fantastic night, everyone.